So welcome everyone to this amazing, blessed, beautiful Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in California, Pacific time. And wherever you may be, God bless. And I wish you guys are well and happy and joyful. One of the things that made me do this webinar today is because a lot of things that are happening in the world, not just the coronavirus. Yes, the coronavirus is serious. Yes, it's something to me that's very important to talk about and something that is helping to create awareness and awakening within ourselves. But we don't allow ourselves to understand that how this coronavirus is an opportunity. It's a gift and a blessing for us to finally have the chance for us to reflect on ourselves, get back connected to our true hearts and our souls and who we are. Like when you think about who am I? Do you ever sit there and say, I am a person of love. I'm a person of compassion. I'm a person of connection. I'm a person of connection. Do you ever allow yourself to sit there and understand your true value and how amazing and spectacular and wonderful you are? Or do you sit there and say, oh my gosh, I haven't accomplished, I haven't done, I haven't, and think of all the negatives. So we're going to go through this today. And if you guys have questions, please do not hesitate to put your questions in the Q&A box so that I can get to them and speak with all of you guys, because that's exactly why I'm here. This webinar and everything that I've been doing lately in regards to technology has been bringing me so much joy and so much happiness, because I'm thinking of how not only am I reconnecting with people I've known for so many years and helping to reconnect them or reawaken them and help you guys to understand and have kind of like a fresh up course. But it's just so wonderful. Like I'm going through some of these names and I'm just sitting here going, oh my gosh, I remember that person. Oh my gosh, I remember that person. God bless them. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to see them here. And it excites me because I think of how you guys are still on your mission. You guys are still on your path. You're still trying to make movement that you need to be making to be a part of this transformation in the world and to awaken your destiny, your life's purpose, your life's mission. So, okay, that's not for me to read. So I know that there's some questions that are going on in the chat room, and I see it says, hi, I can see you. Thank you, Judy. God bless you for connecting and for being here. You're so sweet. I try not to read a lot of the things that are in the chat. I am going to read things that are going to be in the Q&A. So then that way I don't get confused, because I know that Jim and also my assistant is going to be doing a lot of the work in the chat room. So then that way I can just focus on the mission and talking and teaching all of you and being here as God has intended for me to be the light and the messenger that we are here to be on this planet. One of the things that I want to start off talking about, which is very important to the world, not just me. What is the number one biggest question people ask in the world? The biggest question we ask. Why am I here? What am I doing here? Why am I here? What am I here for? Why am I here? We don't allow ourselves to receive that answer quite often. Maybe at the end of time, like when we're finally leaving the planet, we get that answer. Or if you guys have had the blessing and the gift of being able to connect with me and working with me, then of course you guys know the answer as well. Are you following through though? Are you allowing yourself to continue living your life purpose? Or are you letting judgment and the world cave in and continue keeping you cemented down into something that you don't feel is necessary, that you don't feel is your true mission? What are you doing to help to bring forward your life's purpose, fulfilling your mission, fulfilling your destiny, having your heart right here like this in the palm of your hands and saying, here, God, help guide me, direct me, dear Father God and guardian angels, hold me, direct me, carry me, give me the messages, let me know where I need to be so that I may fulfill my destiny. We are not going to be fulfilled unless we satisfy this craving and this urge and this calling that is within inside of our soul and our spirit. It's not something that we sit there and say, I don't know. Do I want to be happy? Do I want to do things good? How do I want to be? What do I want to do? it's not a ha moment. It's a calling where we feel, and we don't even understand it. We feel this urge, we feel this passion, we feel something inside of us that's pulling us in a direction, but we don't know what it's pulling us towards. We don't understand even why it's pulling us, but it's something that's so magnificent and so wonderful that it helps to just continue to make this radiating spark, like the sun. Like as I'm looking out the window and I'm looking at the sun, it like creates this radiating spark that just keeps going like, oh, awaken, 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 awaken. And as it's awakening, as it's allowing itself to come alive, thank you, God, thank you, guardian angels, you start to allow yourself to have all your senses, your gifts, your abilities that you were born with from before you came on this planet. It's a part of your soul. It's a part of your spirit. It's who you are. Those abilities, those gifts start allowing themselves to get more feeling and get more excitement, and they start coming alive. Well, what is your purpose? Why are you here? Are your dreams fulfilled? Are you living your dreams? Are you allowing your dream that you wrote down as a child? I want to become a fireman. I want to become a doctor. I want to become a part of world peace. I want to help make the earth a more healed, cleansing, peaceful, safe place. I want to build an orphanage and save the world and save these children that have never known what it was to have nurturing. Have you fulfilled your dreams? But what are your dreams? If you don't even know what your dreams are, how do you discover? How do you find those answers inside of yourself? How do you see the blood that runs through your veins? As we continue to live and you have the blood that runs through your veins, the lungs that gets filled with air, that continues giving us this beautiful gift of life. How do we allow ourselves to let the blood that runs through our veins and the air that comes through our lungs have complete joy without there being any anxiety, without there being any stress, without there being any worry? Because if you love what you do, if you're passionate and adore what you do in this world, then you're guaranteed to have prosperity and success. Financially, absolutely. I was talking to a client that I'm speaking to later today, and she was telling me, she said, oh, she's extremely gifted. She has a purpose. She's here. She's a very beautiful intuitive. I love her. She's very sweet. And she's been working for years trying to get her business to become more up and more successful. So we were talking, I said, well, do you feel like your mission and what your purpose is running through your veins? Do you feel like it's a part of your whole soul, inside your breath, inside of your blood cells? Is it a whole part of you? Or are you allowing yourself to realize that you're creating your intuitive business separate from your physical money-making business? And she goes, well, of course it's different. She goes, I do the intuitive stuff because it's so fun and it makes me so happy, and it's my purpose. It's what I'm here to do, but I have to make money. So I have to go over here and I have to have a job that pays the bills and and this is logic. And you don't understand the way I was raised and you don't know what I've been through. And she was talking about how she's had so much devastation. And, when she was young, they had money, but her family taught her that it was always important to work hard for everything you have, that money doesn't come easy. Well, that's very unfortunate in my opinion, because I was taught, not by humans, but by God, that money is very easy. It is so easy to make money. But the secret into helping people to learn how to make money and becoming more profitable and successful is a part of the course that I have for all of you guys today. If you guys want to be involved and finally starting to make movement that's going to create friction and movement and this awakening, this spark within inside of you guys, this course, this life purpose 7-day mini course will transform your guys' lives. I have a folder, excuse me, let me show you guys. I have this amazing folder of results and amazing results of people thanking me, being appreciative. One person said, which of course, this always excites me when I read this. One person commented and said, this course is worth more than what I paid. It's priceless because it breaks down the steps and allows you to connect the dots of the past and then triumph over your failures, have connection with God, and it's food for the soul. Now, I can't say who said that because this is all private information, but God bless that person, because that made me cry when I read that. And I look at that and I just think of how, of course, yes, of course, it was through me and I was a part of it. And thank you, God. Thank you for the gifts. But this is all because I have followed my purpose. This is because I'm receiving these results and these comments from people. I received a comment from someone today that just said, thank you for everything that you've done for me, because no one has ever tried to hold my hand. No matter how much medical problems I've had, no one has ever heard me. And you have carried me and held my hand so that I know that I'm being not just helped, not just healed, but I'm being heard. I said, of course, absolutely. I love what I do. And one of the things that I want to gift the world with, billions of people, I want to gift the world with the secret to how to connect to your life's purpose without just sitting there and saying, well, Tammy, I can't afford a personal session with you. I can't afford this. I can't afford to do a program with you. Then that's why this mini course is so perfect, because it's for those who can't afford a personal session, who can't afford to continue working with me and doing these personal programs that I have. And then you have this mini course, which is me having information that's recorded, giving you the secret, helping you to triumph over everything that has tried to sabotage and pull you down. Because we are not here to be sabotaged. We are not here to receive pain and suffering and sadness and misery. Oh my gosh, another word that I literally despise. We are not here to surrender to mankind. We are not here to bow down to one human on this planet. God forgive me, but that is not why we are born. God forgive me for my faces and for my truth and my honesty, but everyone that knows me knows I do not hide the truth. And if I was here to be of service to man, well, I would have never come back. We are not here so we can service mankind. We are here to fulfill our mission and to fulfill our purpose, help to bring forward who we are so that we can radiate the light that we have within us. But that light is so dormant. It's like this. It's like that, right? You can see a teeny tiny hole that goes through it. It's like that, where you barely see the light. Well, I help to open that light so where it starts allowing itself to grow again. And then you finally are able to allow yourself to sit there and say, oh my gosh, I know what it is. I feel it. I understand it. I have faith. I believe. Because you begin to believe in yourself, because that self-love, self-confidence, self-worth, well, God knows that was taken away ever since kindergarten, preschool. God forbid if if it took a little, anyways, no comment when it comes to schooling. I just think of the teachers and the people that are in our lives, including my own children. As I was saying preschool and kindergarten, I was thinking of how my 7-year-old has a teacher, and my daughter goes to a private school because she believes in God and she loves God and she talks to angels. So we tried putting her in regular school. That didn't work out. Then we put her in Montessori school and she was talking about God and angels and she got in trouble. And there was all sorts of issues where they said, you're not allowed to talk about God. You're not allowed to talk about God. So we had to put her in a Catholic school so she doesn't get in trouble and so she doesn't continue being, well, it's not Catholic, but it's like a private non-denominational religious school. And she started going to the school and she's telling her teacher, so kindergarten was great. Everything was fine. Now she's in first grade. And she's telling her teacher that she wants to write a report on unicorns. And the teacher said, no, sweetheart, you have to write a report about things that are real. And she goes, but unicorns are real. And she goes, no, unicorns are not real. We don't believe in fairy tales here in school. You need to grow up. Now she's talking to my 7-year-old baby angel that is 7 years old and that believes and knows that God is real, believes and talks to guardian angels each and every day. So I feel sorry for the teacher a little bit because my daughter's very outspoken. But how do you tear a child down at 7 years old and tell them that there's no such thing as unicorns and fairies and angels? in a religious school. So we are broken down time and time and time again. I'm just sharing a story that happened with my child. I don't even know. I can't even imagine the stories that you guys have been through. The stories that I know from the clients I've worked with, I can't even express to you, are devastating. Being told you're not loved, being told that you're worthless, being told that you're stupid, or, rude words. I have a client, a little boy that I worked with that was locked in closets by his teacher. Locked in a closet at 12 years old. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why do people have to be so harmful? To kill our spirit. Because darkness wants to reign over us. And those who are here, whether there's 150 people, whether there's 300 people in the room with us right now, I am telling you, you cannot allow yourself to let darkness win. You have to sit there and say, absolutely not. I am taking my power back. I am going to live my purpose, and I am going to fulfill my destiny, and I'm going to do what I'm here to do, because God knows that I'm not going to let no one sabotage and destroy my heart and my mission. So those who are here, like I said, 200, 300 people, 500 people, 1 million people, we are starting to come alive, and we're starting to allow ourselves to realize that there's so much more to life. And this, even though I understand it's a time of pandemic and a lot of things are happening in the world right now, I look at the good in everything. And I look at it and I sit there and I say, wow, we are so blessed by God. We are so blessed. So we have no excuse. God has taken away all the excuses. Even if you have a job, we have more time now than we've had in forever, because God has given the opportunity to so many of us around the world, not in the United States, around the world, so that we can have time for reflection, for self-awareness, for true awakening, discovery of our life purpose, maybe, which of course is the real main fact. And all of you who are here are trying to find that answer. And those who have already taken my course, the responses that I've heard are, in my opinion, astonishing. Okay. My husband is a businessman. So he does a lot of business, and he's taken courses, whether it cost him $10,000 or whatever, $5,000 or a couple thousand. And my course is $500, which is the same price. And that's for 7 days. So that's a $3,500 value. And it's for $500. So it's 7 days of me for literally giving you all the answers and the information in which you need. And it's this small price so that people can allow themselves, not just so you guys can afford it, but so that you can receive transformation, so that you can receive something that's going to help to truly awaken yourself. And my husband, when I've seen these results with this 7 day, right here, 7 day mini course, I've seen results where people have said, I cannot believe. One of the comments here, it says that someone saw me and said, oh my gosh, you're so radiating. You look like you have such happiness and such good vibes. I just want to be near you. Now, this person didn't used to have this energy. This person didn't used to look radiating and vibrating and amazing. The person's only vibrating and amazing because they took their power back, which is what I teach people. Then there's this other person who, and I'm honest, I tell the truth. This person, of course, she was a little bit disappointed because she thought that she was paying for a program where she was going to get me every day. And she thought she was going to have some type of, like where I'm being her life coach and having a personal relationship and a personal connection. But that's not what a course is. A course is not where you have someone who's constantly holding your hand and teaching you. That's a personal session. So she was a little bit disappointed, and then she continued doing the course. And then she said she realized that she wants to be trained by me now. Now she's ready to invest in herself, and she wants to do everything that's necessary to finally do more work so she can be trained completely, because all she wants to do is help and transform others, because she was so inspired by the valuable information that was given in this course. And there's so many messages that I can share with you guys, but I don't want to talk about myself. I want to look at, oh, thank you, Tammy, for getting rid of all the darkness and teaching me to live in light. You're welcome. You're so welcome. God bless you, Christina, for saying that. That makes my heart so happy. And you guys know the number one, I hope for those who don't know, I want to share one big secret that I never, ever talk about, but it's extremely, very private, very important, and very sacred to me. Why do I work as hard as I work? Besides, of course, eating, sleeping, breathing, living for God. Does anyone know? No? Okay. One of the number one reasons why I work as hard as I work is because, of course, for my purpose and for God. But number two reason is because every single dollar that I make to bring joy to others. I like that, Rochelle. You're so beautiful. God bless you for being here. Yes, I love bringing joy to others. And I hear that all the time. And God knows that I love doing that. It's because every dollar I make, I donate back and give to the House of Angels Foundation, which is my charity that I created, my nonprofit that I've created to help orphaned kids and to be able to help those in need and to create the Indigo School for Children. So I have this school, I have this property, and I have this project that I've been working on for a while, but currently, as I'm in the middle of letting it go off and go beautiful and it was going blooming and starting to have students, then the coronavirus happened. So we can't really have people coming in all the time currently. But I have wellness centers. I have places where I have people, safe houses for people who've been abused or, let's just say the word abused today. Let's not go into drama. And then I have also the Nelson House, which is a place that I have for cancer victims, for them to be able to receive wellness and healing and well-being within their soul, spirit, and relationship with God, as well as healing their soul and their spirit and their body from cancer. So I have a lot of things that I give back so that I can help the world. When I work and work and work, and people sit there and they say, but what are you doing? Well, what are you doing? I say, I'm going to continue working because it costs a lot to change the vibration to help the world. And the more, as I'm giving to you, that's the one thing that Mother Teresa taught me. The more you give, Tammy, the more you give back. So I do. The more I give back, whether it's a safety house, whether it's a cancer rehabilitation place, whether it's a school for children, whether it's an orphanage in South America, it doesn't matter. Whether it's helping burn victims, whether it's helping, the devastation that happens in the world, even the nurses and doctors and everything that I'm putting together currently for the coronavirus. I love helping because when you help, you can't get the joy out of your soul and out of your spirit. And it's not going like this, oh, I did it. I'm horrible at saying that. I'm not great at sitting there and saying, I have a nonprofit and I'm great and I'm amazing. I don't do that because it's a personal relationship I have. And it's a gift I'm talking to all of you guys about only because you guys know me and you guys are a part of giving to this nonprofit, giving to something that has a meaning. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I just felt like it was important. House of Angels. Oh, someone put that in. Yes, the House of Angels Foundation, my beautiful baby that I love. So let's talk about this for a moment. What are your accomplishments? What are the things that you feel that you have done that have created accomplishments? Okay, let's go for a moment to this Q&A box. I want to talk to people. Oh, Brittany. Hi, I see you said I can hear you. Diego. Hi, Diego. Do the answers stay the same throughout your life? Since last talking to you about 6 years ago, Diego, beautiful question. Beautiful question. I'll get back to that Q&As in a minute. So he asked, no matter whether I have been a teacher, a mentor, a life coach for you in this lifetime, and I have told you whatever I've told you in your lifetime, the answer is always the same. Always the same. Your life purpose does not change. Now, your responsibilities and how you get there and how do you make the mission become accomplished and, what doors do you open? Yes, of course, that changes because our lives change. But the mission, the outline of who you are and what you're here to accomplish. If you're a creator, then you're always going to be a creator. If you're an entertainer, then you're going to be an entertainer. If you are a singer, you're going to continue being a singer. If you're an intuitive, you're here to be an intuitive. If you're a healer, you're going to be a healer. If you're meant to be a lawyer or a doctor, it doesn't matter how do I explain it? It doesn't matter who we think we're supposed to be. What matters is who we are meant to be. We can think all day long, oh, I have to be a doctor so I can make money and pay the bills. That's not going to do anything. It doesn't matter what we think. Thinking isn't really getting us very far. If you've noticed, one of the reasons why Mother Earth and the world is in so much trouble is because we're doing too much thinking. We're not following our hearts. We're not following the mission. We're not connecting to our heart and soul and our truth. What we're doing is we're trying to allow ourselves to be a part of the world that man has created, not God. God has created the world to be perfect, and we've screwed it up. And I admit that I'm a part of that. How I'm a part of that is by allowing myself somehow, some way to pass a piece of trash, to pass a dirty cup or run over trash in the freeway. I have not constantly 24/7 been a part of cleaning up Mother Earth and helping this planet. And there's days where I've sat there and I said, well, I'm going to go spend time with my family. I'm not going to help a client today. I have to be with my family. And yes, even though that's a part of, having family and love and happiness and balance, sometimes I feel a little bit guilty because I know how much people need guidance and need advice and how much people need me. And I love being here for you guys. But I feel guilty sometimes because if we can allow ourselves to transform and all be awakened, then we all can be the light and we can transform and we can change the vibration now. So that's why I'm creating these webinars, whether I'm talking for free or you're buying a course or we're doing a daily meditation at 3:00 or we're doing a Pachamama ceremony for Mother Earth. I don't care. I'm here on a wider scale now, reaching millions of billions of people so that we can change the vibration of the planet together as a team. Because it doesn't take one, it takes a tribe. It takes a unity, and we are all as one. We are all as a tribe. We are family. We are brothers and sisters that came from the same mother and the same father. Who is your mother? Mother Earth. Who is your father? Our Father, our Creator, our source, our light. No matter what, we have the same mother, we have the same father. We came into this world the same exact way, through the birth canal or through a C-section. We were created inside of a womb where we had 9 to 10 months, maybe 7 months, depends on your situation. We had time in this womb where we were supposed to be in the incubation stage. Okay, we're being created. And during this time when we're in the womb, we're allowing ourselves to become developed. And during this process of developing into this infant, this fetus child, we're starting to already hear negative things on the other side of our mother's stomach. You're not doing a good enough job, honey. I need more. I need this. I need that. I don't love the way you cooked, honey. Or I don't really love you. I don't want to be with you. I had a child with you. It was fine, but I don't want to be in your life. I'm going to leave you forever. I'm going to go with another woman. Whatever the situation, we've heard negative things even in the womb. Negativity, darkness. Some of us, very few of us in this world, have had blessings and miracles where it has been just so spectacular and sensational, where we had a mother and a father that was totally supportive, where we had care and love and support on every level. But even those who have had everything handed to them, hand and foot, just like this, given to them on a platter, still are trying to understand, what is my purpose? What is my destiny? Why am I here? And they're asking these questions because they're searching inside their soul and they're trying to understand, but where is the challenge? Where's the learning lesson? How am I supposed to awaken? So that's why there's so many things to talk about. I have been successful transforming my relationship with my mother from a toxic to a spiritual relationship. I am so thankful to God to hear this from you, Christina. I've struggled since birth with my relationship with her. After 40 years, we have a loving and intuitive partnership. God bless you. God bless you, Christina, for sharing that, because I'm telling you, that made my heart so happy, because as I'm reading it and as I'm looking at that, I'm looking at how through the simple words, the simple moments that I've spent with whoever I've worked with, whether it was Christina, whether it was Brittany, whether it was Amy, whoever is here in this room, any person that I've ever worked with, it makes me excited because I realize how much we have transformed and changed the vibration of love and joy in our lives. We've awakened ourselves. Okay, so Q&As. Angel wants to know, are you considered a Christian? I am not considered a Christian, not in any way, shape, or form. I am considered absolutely nothing, because I will explain something to you. How do you build faith when circumstances seem so grim? That is such a beautiful question. So one of the things, let me turn this close. I love that question, Angel. Thank you for asking if I'm Christian. And thank you for asking that, because even though I love Jesus and I have my own personal relationship with Jesus, and I talk to Jesus personally, and I've talked to Jesus since I was very young. That's why I was welcomed in Medjugorje. And that's why I had the teachers that I've had, is because of my personal relationship with Jesus, Mother Mary, God, and the angels. I've always had a very close connection. But one thing that I don't believe in, and I never will believe in, God forgive me, is I will never believe in religion. I don't believe in organized religion, not because I don't believe in Jesus, not because I don't believe in the Virgin Mary, not because I don't believe in any of the people that are here that have been prophets, Moses, whoever it may be. I don't believe in man acting as though they have control, because Jesus himself came to our world and said, follow me, but not in a temple, because where I talk is out here. I talk where it's open and wide for anyone and any person who wants to hear. There is no judgment. There is no ridiculing and restrictions and duties that we're supposed to follow by. You love him, you love him. So when I was being brought up, and I, went to Catholic school, then I lived in the convent, I lived in Israel, lived in all these amazing places in the world, understanding God and understanding religion. And I studied religions. I realized that each and every religion says, I'm the best. No, I'm the best. No, I'm the best. And then what did they do? They murdered each other in God's name. Please help me understand how religion means kill, murder through a sword, when Jesus said never lift a sword. But yet Christians condemn and ridicule and say everyone's going to go to hell if you're not. So I have a lot of issues with religion, but I have my personal relationship, and I love God, and I love Jesus, and I love Mother Mary. I love everyone with my whole heart and soul. But that was a very good question. Thank you for asking that. Okay, I have been focusing on meditation. Good job, Rochelle. And am learning, but I am so broken. I can't see what my purpose is. Okay. Why am I here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Rochelle, let me talk to you for a moment. Number one, each and every single one of us has a purpose. And I remember working with you many, many, many years ago, like 15, 20 years ago, which is, I'm so honored that you're still connected and still connecting and still following me and still here. It just tickles my heart and soul. But Rochelle, one of the things that you need to remember is that we as people forget to follow through. When we forget to follow through, because I know I've given you guidance, I remember your story, I remember your relationship issues, I remember the things that you've been through. And one of the biggest things that I remember being told is that you needed to focus on self-love, self-worth, and self-confidence and taking your power back. And even though you're focusing on meditation, you're still not taking your power back completely. How are you going to live your purpose if you're not doing that? Unless everyone who's here and anyone who hears this in the future, unless we take our power back and we stop giving power to fear, to judgment, to ridicule, to someone saying we're here to be their servant and their slave or their sacrifice. And I've heard so many words in this world where people tell me, well, I'm supposed to sacrifice. My mother raised me and told me that I'm here as a sacrifice to sacrifice everything for her. I said, what? That's very interesting. I never heard that before. When did God say that? And that's how I talk to people. And then people say, well, that's what my mother said. And I'd be like, well, that's not true. And the reason why that's not true is because if you believe that God put you here to suffer, then that is not a loving God. God, our Father God, our Creator, the light, our Father, loves us more than words can say. More than words can say. The most unconditional love, the most forgiving and truly amazing Father that a human being, that a creature, that an energy can receive, because we're all energy. But we do not allow ourselves to receive that love because we hide, like Adam and Eve hid when they ate the apple, knowing they should have never ate the apple. Then they put on clothes and they hid in shame and they said, no, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I ate the apple. I'm sorry. And they're hiding from shame. We are hiding from shame from God because we have guilt, because if we have lack of morals. We are hiding from shame because we refuse to allow ourselves to realize that we have to follow the rules of being loving and kind in family and as a unity. We forget that we have shame for judging others and being so judgmental, whether it's to, like I was speaking to someone, oh my gosh, last week, and someone said something and they were talking about this pandemic and everything we're going through. Well, we can't have that because that came from China and that's just, it's so not good and it's so rude and oh my gosh. And there was judgment. And I said, that's not nice. You can't, it's not, even if someone did something on purpose, it's still not nice. We're supposed to allow ourselves to kill darkness with love and with passion and forgiveness. And when we allow ourselves to realize we're worthy of that, then everything starts changing dramatically. It's like magic. So amazing. I agree with what you just read of the course. Thank you, Kathy. I love you. Should I purchase a session or a mini course? What would be more beneficial in your opinion? So, Brittany, I really have to say, that is a really, really good question. But the truth of the situation is that the course is something that you can take away. And it's more like it's me giving you your power back. It's me helping you give you the secrets of what you need to know to benefit yourself, for your heart, for your soul, for your being, connecting you to your life purpose. So the course is extremely beneficial, very beneficial. And everyone who has taken it has repeated that and said that hands down. Okay. I have even a step 2 course, which is called, after this mini course, the 7-day one, which is called the life purpose course. Then we have one, which is called aligning your energy with your life purpose. And those who did the first course are now supposed to be joining in and doing the second course because it's helping to align the health and the well-being and putting everything blended together. And that's a whole nother story. But my point is that when you think of a personal session, a personal session with me, everyone knows in the world is everyone that's ever connected with me said, you are so amazing and you are such a gift that we don't even want to hang up the phone. We don't ever want to lose you and not be on the phone with you or be in person with you, whatever it may be. There's so much valuable information. And it's so accurate and it's so true and it's so astonishing and shocking because they can't understand how I could be so intuitive and so gifted. And they don't realize that some people on this earth are as gifted as I am. And I know that it's shocking. It's just I've heard it all my life. So sometimes I'm not as astonished and like, oh, yes, of course. I know that I'm gifted. I understand that. And you guys know that. But doing the mini course is giving you information that you can take home. And even though a personal session, of course, I always say is the best thing, it's only an hour. This is 7 hours plus homework, plus information. It's 7 days of transformation. So it's great. That's just my opinion. And that's a fact. And I hear it from everybody. Even people that have went on retreats and all sorts of work with me are just like, oh my gosh, that's changed me. That's transformed me. That's so amazing. And this course is for everyone. Just so you guys know, this course is available for everyone and anyone, whether you're new, whether you're old, whether you've known me for 20 years or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me see. Yes, Amy, saying about your ex-husband and how he beat you down and you want to get your childlike joy back. Well, the truth of the situation is, let me exit this out. The truth of the situation is, Amy, you can get your joy back. That is exactly, there's actually 3 specific people. There's many people who took the course just recently, and it just ended and I just had a Q&As on Sunday. But one of the things that I've noticed is I have 3 people that stood out that were very abused, very negative situation, very dark situations. And within 7 days, have been transformed, not because it's a false transformation. It is a complete transformation where they have been transformed to truly heal and forgive this dark energy that has taken away their childlike joy. So this course, Amy, would benefit you hands down. And I believe that with every breath I take, 100%. Okay, Christina. Christina, is there any words that will help uplift you on your path at this time? Well, there's a million words that can uplift you, but one word that I can say that will not just uplift you, Christina, but that will uplift every human being is trust in your guardian angel. Put your life in your guardian angel's hand. Put your life in your guardian angel's hand and truly allow your guardian angel to carry you. If you do this, Christina, your whole soul and your spirit and your being will finally allow itself to be healed. We are sometimes our worst enemy by sitting there and being the martyr and doing the whipping stick like this, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whether it's food, whether it's neglect. We are constantly allowing ourselves to put ourselves in negative situations because we say, it's just one more day. It's just one more day. And we're constantly letting ourselves have self-abuse. We abuse ourselves and we let darkness in our space. Self-love. Let your guardian angel hold you, carry you, guide you in every step you make, and you will never, ever go wrong. Never, ever go wrong. Because I believe when we allow ourselves to truly give our lives, our soul, our breath, our air, every bit of ourselves to our guardian angels and let love truly take all the cells in our body and make them come spark and alive, it's like complete transformation. Everything starts changing inside of our lives. It's amazing how it works, actually. One of the things that I know that's extremely beyond the point of important, like our guardian angels have described, is that we allow ourselves quite often to realize that one of the biggest things that we do is we allow ourselves to constantly revert on going backwards. We're always looking back at the pain, darkness, fear, stress, anxiety. And God has said, don't look back. Like when in Pompeii, right? When I don't need to tell the whole story, but basically he told people, he said, don't look back because you'll turn to ash. You'll burn up just like everyone else. Don't look back. Don't look back at the abuse. Don't look back at the misery. Don't look back at the stress. Don't look back at the anxiety. Don't look back at the fear. Know the fear. Know the fear you have so that you may learn. You may understand that fear. You may grow from that fear, that stress, that anxiety. Understand it, but don't let it eat at you. Don't let it possess you. Don't let it sabotage your future. Don't look back. Look forward. Look forward. Like God said, only those that keep their eyes straight like this are the ones who are going to succeed. If God gave each and every person on this planet the same exact amount of money, the same exact situation. Everyone was completely equal in the world. Everyone was equal, as a human. In 1 year, everything would be exactly as it is again. Because those who are connected with their soul, their spirit, those who understand the truth are able to succeed at a much higher level. Those who are shrewd and those who are like the Scrooges in the world, right? Like Scrooge from the Christmas story. And those who are shrewd and those who have ego and who have pride and who lack no morals, yeah, they have lots of money. They have lots of power. They sure don't have love. They sure don't have joy. And they may have people at their funeral, but it's only for a handout. It's not because they respect them. The love that God gives us is unconditional love. The life that God has given to us, the gift that God has given to us is not considered a gift. We're not taking advantage of the gift of life. We're trying to sit there and say, oh my God, I got to survive this world I live in. I got to survive. There's nothing to survive. It's amazing. Today, I'm talking with all of you, and I'm here, and I know I've been spending a lot of time in Mother Nature, but in Northern California, I am like literally having so many sinus issues because everything in the world is blooming over here. But I'm always out there, always out there. I don't care if I'm on the phone calls until 8:00 at night dealing with clients from around the world. I am out there loving life and sitting there and saying, what a joy. What a beautiful gift to be here, to be a part of transformation, to help the world, to be a part of something that's so wonderful, whether it's a flower. Every single time, people who know me know, if I don't care what kind of flower it is, if I pass a flower, I stop and I smell it. We don't take advantage of that. People don't even take advantage of looking at the stars and looking at the solar system, just looking up at the beautiful heavens that we have in the universe, looking at the stars, looking at the activity that's in the universe, looking up at the beautiful gift and joy that we have in our lives. We have the gift of knowing what it is to have a soulmate, to knowing what it is to have love. Love, that is magical. It is the most beautiful, most amazing gift any species in the universe can have. The gift of love is the one thing. Oh my gosh, I just get emotional when I think about it. Literally, the gift of love, when I talk about it, I can't even put it into words of how powerful it is. Never in my life did I sit there and say, dear God, I want to have a soulmate and I want to get married and I want to do this. I was going to be a nun until God told me that my job, my responsibility was to connect with my soulmate. And then I fulfilled that destiny and I connected with my soulmate and I did what I was meant to be doing. And I connected with my soulmate. I didn't even understand that love was real on that level with a human. Love is so powerful. So powerful. And I pray for it to reach every one of your hearts and each and every one of your souls, including your family and your distant family and every person on this planet, because that is the biggest magic and we will change the world. But if you're ready to be a part of transformation, if you're ready to put your right foot forward and step into who you're supposed to be, if you're ready to finally be awakened and to understand your purpose and know who you are, then here's the Life Purpose program, mini course. The Life Purpose mini course that will help change your life. I am not trying to tell you something that is an untruth. It is a fact. I have the evidence right here in this binder showing me evidence that how people's lives have been transformed and changed for the better in 7 days. It is astonishing to me because even my husband, like I mentioned to you earlier, and actually I don't think I finished my sentence, even my own husband told me, what you created is so amazing. And I've paid thousands of dollars and I haven't received those results. And he goes, all I ever wanted was to see a result. He goes, I can't believe that. How did you do it? And I said, well, it wasn't me. It was God. And it wasn't me. It was also the guardian angels. But of course, I was the human, right, that had the voice and the information and the knowledge. But traveling the world and having the teachers that I've had, not Mary Magdalene, um, Mother Teresa, the Dalai Lama, the Pope John Paul, which I love. He's my beautiful father. I love him. Lewis, the Hopi Indian master, beautiful, 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 beautiful shaman who taught me everything in Sedona in Arizona and took me in as a child. And his family, which I just recently heard, still has family photos of us as children. I've had teachers that are so magnificent and so beautiful and have been so gentle. I didn't know that the rest of the world has known my teachers until I came into the world, got married, and then start talking and saying, well, yeah, I thought everyone, or I didn't know everyone knew Mother Teresa. I didn't know everyone knew the Dalai Lama. I didn't know everyone knew Pope John Paul. Now, a lot of spiritual people know who Lewis is, but I was fortunate enough to have that gift and have that miracle happen in my life where now I can share their knowledge and my beautiful stories with all of you so that you guys, instead of spending millions of dollars like I have and hundreds of thousands of dollars like I have, you guys spend a little bit of money so that you guys can invest in transforming your lives during the most perfect time, the time where you can focus on self-love, self-worth, self-confidence, and the time where you can really allow yourself to have reflection and take the time for self-love and self-worth. Because right now, you have no excuse but to take care of the most important person in the world. If we don't change our vibration and we don't change the planet, then we can't keep hoping for a miracle because it's not going to happen by us sitting down and just twiddling our thumbs like this. That's not going to happen. Taking action is the only way we're going to create transformation. And once we take action and we do something to transform our lives, then everything happens like that. Because it's those who invest in themselves that are the ones who are here to change and help the future. Okay, let's see. There's lots of questions and I didn't even notice. I don't even know where these questions came from. I want to vibrate at a higher and a consistent level. Judy, you can completely do that. But the only way you're going to get rid of your distractions is by allowing yourself to continuously keep yourself in protection, keeping a circle of protection around you. How can we connect with our guardian angels and guides? Any suggestions of how or what we can do? That is a really, really good question. And there's one perfect answer. If you want to communicate and connect with your guardian angels and your guides, one of the things that I teach people, I do have the guided meditation CD. You go on YouTube, look up Tammy Adams meditation on YouTube, and you will see Tammy Adams Transcendental Meditation, guided Transcendental Meditation. It's my version of the guardian angels telling me exactly what to say and what to do so that we can have a better relationship with them and a connection and unblocking our chakra entry point levels in our body. This CD was made for a hospital. Fox News hired me and said, hey, can we do something to change? We want to change the vibration, blah, blah, blah. And whether they used it or not, I don't know, but they're the ones who inspired me to do it. And that's how it all got started. When I made this CD, when I did what I did, which I have heard from the hospital and other people has been very life-changing. But when I've heard the results, everyone tells me when they start doing this guided meditation that they start seeing transformation and build a better relationship with their guardian angels. Number two, how you have a better relationship with your guardian angels, and not to try to sell the course, but it is true. By connecting to your life purpose, you automatically start gaining a relationship and a connection to your relationship with your guardian angels. Best way to clear yourself, Natsuyo, after working with someone and getting rid of negativity is always making for sure. And this is something that I've learned many years ago when I was on my deathbed. I was going to die. I have to tell you guys this story really quick. I was going to die 8 years ago. And I literally was on my deathbed and God said, no more not paying attention to yourself. You must meditate after every single time you work on people. You have to meditate to keep yourself clear. Shedding beliefs and energy. Oh my gosh, Stephen and Jackie and everyone, you guys have so many questions. Are there 7 days of continuous? They are 7 continuous days. So then that way you can receive transformation. Your website says that the course starts on 4/13, which was the last course. The new course date is, I don't know. but it is sometime. When is the new course date? Put it in the chat room, guys. When does it'll be posted, Amy? But 4/13 was the last one. That's true. And then there's going to be another one that's going to be coming up. So to all of you, I would love to May 4th. May 4th is when the new course starts. Good question, Amy. Thank you for telling me. And it is 7 consecutive days, Stephen. So this way, it is 7 days of continuous homework. So that way, you're able to receive a complete transformation with inside of yourself with this first part of the course. And then the second part of the course, which is called Aligning Your Energy with Your Life Purpose. That one is in regards towards the spiritual health and your health and the physical body. So there's 2 parts. The first part of the course, which is the 7 days, which I'm talking about, the Life Purpose course, that one is just the spiritual connection and connecting back to your childlike self and taking your power back and realigning yourself. So that one's extremely powerful, but it's 7 consecutive days and it starts on May 4th. So sign up for those who want to sign up. And if you guys have already done that, then you can sign up for the second one, which is called Aligning Your Energy with Your Life Purpose. And that one's about health and well-being. It's a completely different subject. And to all of you, God bless. Now let us focus on doing a prayer so that we can focus on continuing to stay positive and connected. I wish I had time to answer all your guys' questions. I see that now all of a sudden there's like 30 questions, all these questions coming in the chat room, all at the last second, and I didn't even realize. I wish you guys would have asked me sooner, but that's okay. I will be doing this again. So just look forward to another email of me inviting you guys all to a free webinar so we can always chat and be together, because now is the time more than ever for us to be as a unity, as a tribe, as a connection, as a family. So to all of you, always remember, I am here. You just need to remember and keep logging on to my Instagram, my Facebook, or your emails, and really keep checking for whenever I have these pop-up, exciting, wonderful, beautiful webinars, because they're not always going to be advertised far in advance because the whole world wants to come to them. I mean, I hardly even advertise this one and I already have, God knows how many people in here. So it's already completely full. So to all of you, God bless. Let us pray. Dear Father God, we come to you today to thank you and praise you for all your blessings and miracles and happiness and harmony and peace and love and abundance. Please bestow happiness and harmony to each and every individual that is here with us today, and help them to put their right foot forward, to step into their purpose and to have true fulfillment in every step they take in life, to protect us from any illness or any darkness, but for us to always allow ourselves to open our eyes and to be sparked with your love within our soul and our spirit and our body. Keep us protected and all our family and loved ones for always and ever. We praise you. Amen. To all of you, God bless. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy that I was here to be able to join all of you guys on this amazing, glorious time and having fun with you guys. That's the thing that always makes me happy. To me, this isn't work. To me, this is fun. So God bless to all of you.